heroes through these empty lands. Dust on my boots, gun in my hand. A vow I made long time ago, to chase the devil where the lost souls go. A shadow man, I walk alone. No preacher's prayer can call me home. The sun bleeds red, the sky turns gray, but I keep riding where the ghosts still pray. Cause justice don't need a crowd, it whispers low, it don't shout loud. I ain't no hero, just a name in the sand, paying my dues in this silent land. No glory waits, no angels sing, just the weight of truth that pain can bring. In the dust and the smoke I ride through my sin for a promise I made, not for what might have been. There's blood on my hands, but my heart stays true. Done bad things for a righteous view. The law don't see what a man must do. When the wicked wear a holy hue, they burn my past, took my peace, left me with nothing but this beast. But I swore to God before I die, I'll make the crooked face the eye. Cause justice don't need a crowd, it whispers low, it don't shout loud. I ain't no hero, just a name in the sand, paying my dues in this silent land. No glory waits, no angels sing, just the weight of truth that pain can bring. In the dust and the smoke I ride through my sin for a promise I made, not for what might have been. Like it knows the price of pain. Every mile I lose a piece, but a man don't quit till his soul finds peace. Justice don't cry, it don't beg, it don't bend, it rides with me till the bitter end. No heaven calls, no sinners plead, just a road, the dust, and the ghost of me. I ride for silence, I ride for right, through the hollow dark in the dying light. No crown, no fame, just what I am, a broken man who still stands. Echoes fade into the twilight, leaving only hoofbeats and dust. Smoke on the skyline, ready to send. Cold wind humming where the storm begins. A worn out saddle, a heart full of scars. He rides that twilight under dying stars. No name left, no faith to spare, just a ghost of a promise hanging in the air. The world forgot the man he was, but the road remembers what justice does. He don't pray for mercy, he don't beg for light. He walks through the dark, doing what's right. No glory waits, no crowd will stand, just the weight of the quiet man. Steel in his eyes, dust in his lungs, the songs of the lost still left unsung. No crown, no plan, just blood and sand. That's the way of the quiet man. They took his home, they burned his grace, left nothing but the wind on his withered face. A sinner's hands can still hold truth when the law's gone blind to the cries of youth. He's judge and jury in the silent plains where the coyotes wail and the soul remains. Each mile's a prayer, each gunshot's told. A dead heat pays with a broken soul. He don't pray for mercy, he don't beg for light. He walks through the dark, doing what's right. No glory waits, no crowd will stand, just the weight of the quiet man. Steel in his eyes, dust in his lungs, the songs of the lost still left unsung. No crown, no plan, just blood and sand. That's the way of the quiet man. The desert knows his name by heart, every scar, every broken part. He don't need words, he don't need grace, just the echo of peace he'll never face. He don't pray for mercy, he don't beg for light. He rides that line between wrong and right. When his time comes, he'll make his stand and fade away like the quiet man. No stone, no song, no guiding hand, just the dusk, the dust, and the quiet man. The sun's gone down, the sky bleeds rust, boot prints fading in the desert dust. A man rides slow with a heavy past. Every mile he moves, his shadow casts. No preacher's hymn, no sinner's cry, just the howl of the wind as the night drifts by. He don't speak much, don't raise his hand, but his words is balm and his blood's his brand. He don't ride for glory, he don't ride for fame, he rides for the vow that still burns his name. Through the smoke, through the sin, through the years gone dry, he's a ghost in the dust under the western sky. No mercy's given, no angel sigh, just a man and his truth he can't deny. Steel in his soul and fire in his eye, that's the shadow on the western sky. They say he once wore a badge of gold before the lies and the blood ran cold. Now the only law he keeps inside is the one no outlaw can divide. He buried love, he buried grace, left them both in a nameless place. And every soul he sends below, he prays they find what he can't know. He don't ride for glory, he don't ride for fame, he rides for the vow that still burns his name. Through the smoke, through the sin, through the years gone dry, he's a ghost in the dust under the western sky. No mercy's given, no angel sigh, just a man and his truth he can't deny. Steel in his soul and fire in his eye, that's the shadow on the western sky. Carries whispers of the wrong he's done, but the dark won't rest till the work's all won. He don't look back, he don't ask why, he just keeps moving till the day he dies. He don't ride for glory, he don't ride for fame, just the echo of a promise he could never tame. Through the dust, through the pain, where the lost men lie, he fades away under the western sky. No cross, no grave, no goodbye, just the sound of a storm rolling by. I steal and silence, truth and lie, that's the shadow of the western sky. Horizon burns, the rider is gone. That sun's hanging low, bleeding red on the sand. The wind hums a hymn through a hollow land. He's a ghost in leather, a promise in flesh, carrying sins he can't forget. No cross behind, no home ahead, just dust and whispers of the words he said. He don't talk much, don't need to try. His eyes tell stories that refuse to die. He don't ride for glory or for praise from men. He rides for the vow he made back then. Through fire and rain, where angels won't tread, he follows a trail the lost souls led. No flag, no crown, no guiding hand, just justice born from the broken man. Steel and dust where the stars don't shine. He's the man who rode in silence, doing time. Once wore a badge, once held faith, till the law turned sour and the truth lost shape. They burned his name, they took his kin, left a heart like stone and a fire within. He don't forgive, but he don't forget. Every lie's a debt he ain't paid yet. A single soul in the twilight's flame, no heaven to call, no devil to blame. He don't ride for glory or for praise from men. He rides for the vow he made back then. Through fire and rain, where angels won't tread, he follows a trail the lost souls led. No flag, no crown, no guiding hand, just justice born from the broken man. Steel and dust where the stars don't shine. He's a man who rode in silence, doing time. The night don't judge, the dark don't lie. They just keep secrets where the good men die. He don't seek peace, he don't seek rest, just the sound of truth within his hollow chest. He don't ride for glory or a sinner's prayer. He rides cause the weight's still waiting there. Through thunder and dust, till his days unwind. He's the last of the righteous left behind. No grave will tell, no desert twilight. He rides where the daylight starts to fade, past sins carved deep that time won't trade. A lone black horse, a heart gone dry. He's got no name, just a reason why. The wind don't ask, the earth don't speak, but every mile he rides cuts a little more deep. There's blood on the badge he threw away, and ghosts that follow where he strays. He don't ride for mercy, don't ride for trust, just a promise buried deep beneath the dust. No cheers, no crown, no holy hand, just justice carried by a broken man. Steel in his stare, truth in his crust. He walks alone beneath the burning dust. They took his home, they burned his creed, left a fire in his chest that will never conceal. He's seen the wicked wear the holy's face, he's seen the law crawl in disgrace, so he carved his code in blood and bone. A man of silence but never alone. The desert listens, the stars all know. He walks a line where the cold winds blow. He don't ride for mercy, don't ride for trust, just a promise buried deep beneath the dust. No cheers, no crown, no holy hand, just justice carried by a broken man. Steel in his stare, truth in his crust. He walks alone beneath the burning dust. There's a cross half buried by the canyon's edge, and a vow still whispered through the wind's old pledge. He don't seek peace, he don't seek grace, just the quiet truth he can't erase. He don't ride for glory, don't beg for light. He rides through the dark, doing what's right. No heaven waits, no devil's lust, just a shadow moving through the rust. His name long gone, his soul turned up, still he rides beneath the burning dust. Desert remains, and the promise still unbroken. sun sinks low on a blood-red plain. Wind hums soft, whispering names. A man rides slow through the burning haze, haunted by the lawless days. His hat pulled down, his eyes like stone, a ghost of justice riding alone. No goal, no pride, no holy plan, just the weight of truth in a broken man. He don't speak much, he don't pray out loud. He walks through hell with his head unbowed. No glory waits, no saints endowed, just a promise kept, the silence of the vow. Steel and sorrow, smoke and sand, the world turns cold in a righteous hand. He's the shadow fate won't allow to rest from the silence of the vow. Once wore the star, once believed the law, till the wicked smiled and the good men saw. They burned his home, they bled his kin. Now he carries the fire that lives within. He ain't no savior, he ain't no thief. He's the last man standing for a lost belief. The West don't care, but the wind still knows the line he rides and the debt he owes. He don't speak much, he don't pray out loud. He walks through hell with his head unbowed. No glory waits, no saints endowed, just a promise kept, the silence of the vow. Steel and sorrow, smoke and sand, the world turns cold in a righteous hand. He's the shadow fate won't allow to rest from the silence of the vow. Desert don't judge, it just remembers every ghost that the night surrenders. He ain't seeking peace or grace, just to meet the truth face to face. He don't ride for heaven, don't kneel for sin. He rides for the promise, burning within. No witness left, no angels bow, only dust and death in the silence of the vow. Steel fades slow, fire burns down, but a man don't break. When the world breaks down, he fades away. Silence of the vow. A single hoof beat fade to the dark. A blood-red sun on the edge of the plain. The wind hums low, whispering names. He rides that road where the lost men go, through the ashes of towns and the twilight's glow. No saint, no sinner, no flag, no cause, just a broken code and a line he draws. He's got a debt that no man can pay, so he keeps on riding anyway. He don't ride for glory, he don't ride for gold. He rides for the promise his soul still holds. Through the smoke, through the pain, through the undertow, he fades with the sun as the last light fades slow. No angels sing, no horns below, just dust and steel where the cold winds blow. He rides for the truth that no man knows till the last light fades slow. They took his home, they stole his grace, left nothing but fire in that weathered face. He's seen the law where the devil's grin, he's seen the righteous buried in sin. So he keeps his word, though the price is high, 'cause honor don't break and the wrong don't die. A lonesome ghost with a steady hand, justice don't need no promised land. He don't ride for glory, he don't ride for gold. He don't ride for glory, he don't ride for gold. He rides for the promise his soul still holds. Through the smoke, through the pain, through the undertow, he fades with the sun as the last light fades slow. No angels sing, no horns below, just dust and steel where the cold winds blow. He rides for the truth that no man knows till the last light fades slow. The desert don't forgive, it just remains, holding echoes of forgotten names. And somewhere deep in that crimson glow, he finds his peace, though he'll never show. He don't ride for heaven, don't beg for sin. He rides for the vow that still burns within. Through fire and rain, through friend and foe, he'll vanish quiet when the last winds blow. No grave, no name, no one to know. He fades away That sun bleeds red on the edge of the land, smoke in the sky, gun in his hand. He don't speak of what he's done, he just rides till the deal's undone. The wind knows him, the dust knows too. Every mile's a ghost he's passing through. No mercy left, no songs to sing, just a weight of honor and the pain it brings. He don't ride for glory, don't ride for praise. He rides for a promise the time won't erase. Through the dark, through the scars, through the hollow between the stars. No crown, no flag, no preacher's call, just the sound of boots and the night birds draw. He's a whisper cut deep in the canyon scars. Ain't no peace in the hollow between the stars. He once wore hope like a silver chain, but rust and blood leave a darker stain. They burned his faith, they stole his kin. Now the road's the only truth within. He don't curse the God, he don't see grace. He just keeps riding through the empty space. A shadow bound to the setting sun, paying dues that can't be undone. He don't ride for glory, don't ride for praise. He rides for a promise the time won't erase. Through the dark, through the scars, through the hollow between the stars. No crown, no flag, no preacher's call, just the sound of boots and the night birds draw. He's a whisper cut deep in the canyon scars. Ain't no peace in the hollow between the stars. Don't care for right or wrong, it just hums that endless song. He's the echo of the vow he swore, walk in silence forevermore. He don't ride for mercy, don't kneel for sin. He rides for the fire still burning within. Through dust and blood, through the old night's bars, he fades away in the hollow between the stars. No name, no grave, no light to fall, just a man, his horse, and his shadowed scar. Just his rides where the lost men are, in the hollow between the stars. daylight dies. Smoke curls thin where the raven flies. He's a ghost on a trail bound by the flame. No soul to save, no one to blame. The law turned his eyes, the town turned his back. He walks that line through red and black. No holy man, no sinner's son, just the last to stand when the job's undone. He don't ride for glory, don't ride for fame. He rides for a promise and a broken name. Through the dust and the dark where the lost ones lie, he fades like smoke on the horizon sky. No crown, no creed, no word divine, just ashes on the horizon line. Seen the wicked where the preachers fail, seen the righteous fall out of grace. The badge once shine, now rust with time. Justice breathes in the grit and grind. A steady hand, a heart gone cold, a story whispered but never told. He ain't the kind to bow or plead. He sows in blood what the world won't heed. He don't ride for glory, don't ride for fame. He rides for a promise and a broken name. Through the dust and the dark where the lost ones lie, he fades like smoke on the horizon sky. No crown, no creed, no word divine, just ashes on the horizon line. The desert don't speak, it just remembers the burn of truth, the cold of embers. He ain't seeking grace or gold just to keep a vow he swore of old. He don't ride for mercy, don't kneel for sin. He rides for the voice that burns within. Through the silence where the dead winds sigh, he rides alone till the day he'll die. No name to mark, no tears to cry, just ashes on the horizon sky. Disappears into the dust, leaving only dust and firelight behind. Canyon walls, smoke in the sky where the red sun falls. He rides that road the lost men know, with the fire of the past still burning slow. No cross to bear, no faith to call, just a name carved deep where the shadows crawl. He's got the look of a man who's paid every debt that the devil made. He don't ride for glory, don't ride for gold. He rides for a vow that never gets old. Through the dust, through the dark, through it all, he walks where the shadows learn to crawl. No light, no song, no heaven's hall, just the sound of boots and a night bird's call. He don't pray, he don't fall, he rides where the shadows learn to crawl. Turn his back on the underground. They burned his name, they took his kin, left a scar that still breathes within. No peace to find, no rest to take, just a road that never breaks. Each mile of sin, each breath a toll. He's the weight of truth that's lost control. Don't ride for glory, don't ride for gold. He rides for a vow that never gets old. Through the dust, through the dark, through it all, he walks where the shadows learn to crawl. No light, no song, no heaven's hall, just the sound of boots and the night bird's call. He don't pray, he don't fall, he rides where the shadows learn to crawl. The desert don't forgive, it just forgets. The blood, the tears, the old regrets, but still he rides, no fear, no chain. Through the fire, through the pain. He don't ride for mercy, don't ride for sin. He rides for the promise burning within. Through silence, through storm, through it all, he rides where the shadows learn to crawl. No grave, no hymn, no final call, just the dust, the dusk, and the rider tall. Just as whispers, the weak men stall, but he rides where the shadows learn to crawl. Beneath a darkening sky. sun melts red on the canyon floor. Dust swirls around the gunmetal door. He's got no claim, no crown, no name, just a road and a vow that still remains. Shadows bend where the lost men roam. Every mile of promise, every night a home. No cheers to hit, no hand to shake, only the silence that he cannot break. He rides for the quiet, rides for the truth, not for the glory, not for the youth. Through the wind and the dark where the outlaws hide, he follows the law till he sleeps inside. No coin, no crown, no world to win, just echoes of the last ride within. Fall, seen the law bow low and abandon all. Every scar tells a story no one knows. Every ghost whispers where the cold wind blows. The night keeps the secrets, the road keeps its pace. Every shadow that passes leaves no trace. No fear to bind him, no chains to hold, just a heart forged strong and a soul grown old. He rides for the quiet, for the truth, not for the glory, not for the youth. Through the wind and the dark where the outlaws hide, he follows the law that sleeps inside. No coin, no crown, no world to win, just echoes of the last ride within. The desert don't judge, just keep score. The blood, the tears, the promises before. He doesn't seek mercy, he doesn't seek fame, just a road and the echo of his name. He rides for the quiet, rides for the vow, not for the moment, not for the now. Through the dust and the dark where the weak fall blind, he follows the law that sleeps inside. No crown, no praise, no bell to ring, just echoes of the last ride and the justice he brings. across the desert floor. Wind whispers secrets of the outlaw law. One man rides when no one dares before. A silent vow was all he ever saw. Sun dips low, blood red on the sand. Every mile he keeps the law in hand. No cheers, no name, no songs to sing. Just the weight of justice on his weary skin. Through dust and dusk he rides alone, a shadow tracing where the wrongs are sown. No crown, no glory, no one to praise, just the promise he made in the darkest days. Honor unbroken, silent and true, a lone wolf wandering under skies of blue. The town sleeps while the vultures cry. He walks the line where angels won't fly. Every outlaw, every broken man feels the echo of his steady hand. No riches call, no fame in sight, only the oath that guides him through the night. Every heartbeat, every gun-scarred mile marks a journey walked with grit and guile. Through dust and dusk he rides alone, a shadow tracing where the wrongs are sown. No crown, no glory, no one to praise, just the promise he made in the darkest days. Honor unbroken, silent and true, a lone wolf wandering under skies of blue. The wind tells stories the law won't hear. Every echo burns away the fear. No eyes to witness, no songs to keep, just a silent justice he rides to read. Through dust and dusk he rides alone, a shadow tracing where the wrongs are sown. No crown, no glory, no one to praise, just a promise he made in the darkest days. Honor unbroken, silent and true, a lone wolf wandering under skies of blue. Sun sinks low, behind the jagged hills. Dusty winds carry the echo of his will. Leather creaks and the spurs bite low, and through silent towns where no one dares to go. Every shadow hides a tale of sin, but he rides alone, letting justice in. No cheers, no eyes, no hands to shake, only the vow he swore, no matter what's at stake. Through mesas wide and canyons deep, he walks a path that the law won't keep. No silver star, no songs to claim, just the whisper of honor and a quiet name. In the desert's hush he finds his way, a lone rider chasing light of day. The night is thick with secrets untold, every outlaw story, every heart gone cold. His eyes are tied, his hands are scarred, but his conscience beats like a hammer heart. No fame, no glory, no preacher's praise, just the promise he keeps through the endless haze. Every mile marks the penance he pays in the fading gold of the twilight blaze. And through mesas wide and canyons deep, he walks the path that the law won't keep. No silver star, no songs to claim, just the whisper of honor in a quiet name. In the desert's hush he finds his way, a lone rider chasing light of day. Secrets the towns won't tell. Every step he takes breaks another spell. No crowd to see him, no hand to raise, only silent justice that guides his way. Through mesas wide and canyons deep, he walks the path that the law won't keep. No silver star, no songs to claim, just the whisper of honor in a quiet name. In the desert's hush he finds his way, a lone rider chasing light of day. wind bleeds red on the edge of the plain. Silence rides with him carrying the pain. Leather and dust, a worn out brim. He walks the line where the light grows dim. No crowds cheer, no banners wave, just a lonely oath he swore to save. Through empty towns and the canyons keep, he drifts like a ghost that the night will keep. In the shadow of the last outlaw he stands, justice in his heart, grit in his hands. No medals, no glory, no one to see, just the truth he guards, his solemn decree. Through twilight winds and the desert's breath, he rides alone, a whisper of death. Bones of the past lie buried in sand. Every step is marked by a steady hand. The law won't follow, the town won't call, but he answers the vow that binds them all. No cheers, no gold, no claim to fame, just a quiet honor that won't break in flame. The horizon waits for the setting sun. His journey's end is never done. In the shadow of the last outlaw he stands, justice in his heart, grit in his hands. No medals, no glory, no one to see, just the truth he guards, his solemn decree. Through twilight winds and the desert's breath, he rides alone, a whisper of death. The wind carries the stories untold. Every mile he rides breaks another mold. No eyes witness, no hand to raise, only silent justice in the fading haze. In the shadow of the last outlaw he stands, justice in his heart, grit in his hands. No medals, no glory, no one to see, just the truth he guards, his solemn decree. Through twilight winds and the desert's breath, he rides alone, a whisper of death. eyes and bleed, the sky turns gray. A lone horseman rides where the shadows play. Boots in the dust, hand on the reins. Silent justice flows through his veins. No cheers follow, no eyes to see, just a vow he made to the memory of me. Through the desert wind he rides alone, bearing a truth carved in stone. No fame, no glory, just the path he chose. A quiet honor that nobody knows. Dust and vows his only creed, a shadow moving where the outlaws bleed. Campfires fade and the night grows cold. Stories of wrongs that will never be told. The law can't reach him, the towns don't care, but he'll right the wrongs that hang in the air. No hand to shake, no prize to claim, only the weight of an unbroken name. Through the desert wind he rides alone, bearing a truth carved in stone. No fame, no glory, just the path he chose. A quiet honor that nobody knows. Dust and vows his only creed, a shadow moving where the outlaws bleed. The coyote calls, the horizon stirs, every step whispers of silent firs. No one to follow, no eyes to guide, just a rider and the promise he keeps inside. Through the desert wind he rides alone, bearing a truth carved in stone. No fame, no glory, just the path he chose. A quiet honor that nobody knows. Dust and vows his only creed, a shadow moving where the outlaws bleed. Slide guitar wails gently, bass vibrate slow. The sound of wind carries the lone rider into darkness. behind the ridge, a lone man rides without a bridge, no cheer, no crowd, no hand to shake, just the road he travels for justice's sake. Dust in his boots, steel in his eyes, the law can't reach him yet he never lies. Silent justice carried on the wind, honor unbroken, a vow penned within. No gold, no fame, no songs to sing, only the night knows what tomorrow will bring. Shadow rider through the western gloom, carving a path where the lost find room. Canyons echo with the ghost he spared, stories of wrongs that hang in the air. The townsfolk sleep, the outlaws roam, but he walks alone, calling the darkness home. Every promise etched upon his hand, every step taken to make a stand. Silent justice carried on the wind, honor unbroken, a vow penned within. No gold, no fame, no songs to sing, only the night knows what tomorrow will bring. Shadow rider through the western gloom, carving a path where the lost find room. Silent justice carried on the wind, honor unbroken, a vow penned within. No gold, no fame, no songs to sing, only the night knows what tomorrow will bring. Silent justice carried on the wind, honor unbroken, a vow penned within. No gold, no fame, no songs to sing, only the night knows what tomorrow will bring. Shadow rider through the western gloom, carving a path where the lost find room. Sun sinks low, painting dust and gold. A lone figure rides where the stories are told. No town waits, no eyes to see, just the weight of a vow and a memory. Leather whispers, the wind carries his name. walks a line in a shadow flame. Silent justice, unbroken pride. No fame, no glory, just a promise inside. Through the wasteland, under fading light, he rides alone, but he rides for right. Shadow rider lost in the sand, a one-man oath, a lawless land. Coyote cries echo through the night. His path is heavy, but his hands are light. Scars like chapters, the desert is paved. Every mile he rides, he tempers rage. A quiet hero with a burning creed. He'll do the wrongs that no one sees. The silent justice, unbroken pride. No fame, no glory, just a promise inside. Through the wasteland, under fading light, he rides alone, but he rides for right. Shadow rider lost in the sand, a one-man oath, a lawless land. Unbroken pride, no fame, no glory, just a promise inside. Through the wasteland, under fading light, he rides alone, but he rides for right. Shadow rider lost in the sand, one-man oath, a lawless land. The sun dips low behind the ridges. I ride alone where the shadows linger. A whisper of wind through the canyon stones, carrying the weight of death's unknown. Every town I pass, the streets are empty. The law won't come, the night is plenty. My hands are scarred, my oath still burns. As in silence I take my turn. Dust and honor, I wear them both. A lonely rider, bound by my oath. No songs of glory, no crowd to cheer. I chase the truth through the frontier. The coyotes cry, the desert sleeps, my conscience wakes where the darkness creeps. I don't seek praise, I don't seek fame, only the promise I gave my name. Stealing fire under the fading sky, a shadow drifts where the lost dreams lie. Every step forward, every mile I roam, is a trail of right in a world of wrong. Dust and honor, I wear them both. A lonely rider, bound by my oath. No songs of glory, no crowd to cheer. I chase the truth through the frontier. The night swallows me, the stars ignite, a silent crusade in the fading light. I ride alone, but my spirit's free. Justice and honor ride with me. I ride where the horizon bleeds red, dust in my teeth, no prayer said. The wind carries whispers of the law I keep. In the silent desert, my secrets run deep. Town I pass wears a hollow face. The streets are empty, time drifts with grace. I don't need glory, I don't need fame, just the weight of honor and a quiet name. Shadows pledge, I hold it tight. answer only to my will. No crown, no throne, no song to hum, just the vow I made and the road to come. Shadows pledge, I hold it tight through the dying sun into the night. No cheers, no lights, just the road I roam. Justice in silence, I ride alone. Above the dust, a silent oath, a quiet trust. I vanish where the horizon bends, but my shadow rides until the end. Where the shadows fade, sun sinks slow in a blood-red haze. No name to call me, no one to see, just the echo of justice following me. Canyons whisper the sins of men, I track their steps and I ride again. Not for glory, not for fame, just the word I swore and the life I claim. Dustbound vow, I carry on through the dying light into the dawn. No cheer, no crown, no fleeting throne. Silent justice rides me alone. Grit in my teeth, wind on my face. Every mile I ride leaves no trace. The night is heavy, the horizon wide, but the promise I made won't be denied. Stars burn cold above the plains, my only witness to the chains. I hold my honor, I hold my pain. In the dark, my truth remains. Dustbound vow, I carry on through the dying light into the dawn. No cheer, no crown, no fleeting throne. desert swallows the tracks I leave, but the vow I keep will not deceive. Through endless dust and fading glow, a lone rider's path is all I know.